Start recording. Stop recording. Button.
Hello everyone on YouTube, it's Jordan here again, and today I want to talk to you about a keyboard manufacturer that you're best off not buying from. That keyboard manufacturer is Rock Jam. I'm going to play some music on the PSR 8000, the pre-built demo songs, so that we have some music while I am talking to you guys. You can hear that floppy disk drive working away. So if you're in the market for a keyboard and you go on Amazon and you look at Rock Jam, very affordable keyboard, has songs that your kids or that your musician friends will love. But is this a cheap Chinese marketing tactic? And the answer to that is yes. But why do these Chinese keyboard manufacturers do this? It's because they think that they are so special. Rock Jam in particular. You see, as far as I know, I don't think that Yamaha and Casio ship their products in China. So Chinese individuals who have no clue how to design great keyboards come up with these cheap generic knockoff keyboards, and Rock Jam is one of them. And a lot of the times they are poorly sampled. So why am I making a big fuss of it? Well, a case in point, an affordable keyboard is one you're going to want to learn with, is going to have to be one that sounds absolutely brilliant, that sounds high quality. None of these cheap Chinese keyboards you find on supermarket shelves that are, well, of the beginner level, the same level as the PSR E273, are great. And to top it all off, the songs, oh my god, they are so atrocious. Now, I can't speak Chinese, so forgive me, but there is one song, I believe it's called Shang Yang Jui Hu. I don't know what it translates to. It's on a lot of Rock Jam keyboards, and I absolutely, even though I do like Chinese music, I don't think too many, if the keyboard has too much of it, especially since it's quite hard to learn a lot of it, given the fact that the majority of Chinese songs are pretty fast. So a lot of these keyboards are not beginner friendly to begin with. The only exception to the rule are those keyboards that have a lot of traditional songs, and I'm looking at the Freedom KB668 in particular. That can be recommended because that plays a lot of traditional demo songs, as you saw in my video of the Freedom KB668 a while back. Well, I did two videos. Part 1 showed off all the traditional songs. I mean, it splits the songs evenly, so what's half of 50? 25. Let me just check that. Hey Google, what's half of 50?
Half 50 is 25.
Yep, just double checking. Anyway, so there's 25 traditional Chinese songs and 25 well-known songs. Well, actually, there's more well-known songs at the end. And moving swiftly on, why do people buy these keyboards? Well, ads online from stuff like Amazon. You'll come across something like Funky 61 key keyboard. You'll look at it and you'll think, oh, it's got so many features, 100 songs, 100 styles, powered by Amazon Alexa. It just isn't. It's just a marketing tactic that these cheap brands do. And I absolutely don't like this. Rock Jam is the same. And we're 3 months Well, Christmas is in 3 months, and people may be wanting a keyboard for Christmas. So they'll look at these ads and they'll think, oh, I'll get this for my son for for Christmas or something. Then you'll later find out that your son doesn't like the keyboard, and you want to know why your son doesn't like the keyboard. It's because he knows that the instruments do not sound realistic. I mean, if you've taken a look at my Rock Jam demonstration, you'll know that I absolutely do not like that keyboard. I can demonstrate a cheaper keyboard to you here, but this one, out of all the budget-friendly keyboards I know, I can recommend this one at the top here, because one, they've done the best. The majority of the demo songs are songs that people are going to love. It's those manufacturers that actually put a lot of time and effort into adding traditional songs that people are going to know to their products, especially keyboards. But then you've got those manufacturers that just don't do it. In fact, those keyboards, such as the Rock Jam RJ761, are not really suitable for the European market, in my opinion. So I'm going to give you some advice when buying a keyboard right now that's going to save you a lot of hassle. Get a keyboard from a reputable brand, and reputable brands include Yamaha, Casio, Korg, Roland. Those are reputable brands. Bontempi, Medelli, which is also another Italian brand. Do not get the Medelli AKX10 though. Apparently it's supposed to be bad, but that's not made by the Medelli I know of. The Medelli I know of is an Italian brand, and yeah, some Chinese manufacturers have been known to imitate other well-known brands. But given the fact that the original Medelli don't make the actual keyboards anymore, the original one, as far as I know, I ain't seen any new ones, and I've never owned a Medelli. I've owned a Bontempi and I've still got it actually. So yeah. On top of that, the keyboard you're hearing is from Yamaha. This is a Yamaha PSR 8000 you can hear, and which have some really cool demo songs. I mean, these demo songs, a lot of keyboard manufacturers, especially some really good ones like Casio and Yamaha, actually take time to design really good demo songs. Demonstrating what the keyboard can do. These cheap keyboards don't do that. However, things are changing. As far as I know, some cheap keyboards are now being manufactured in Italy, as far as I can remember. And the Clifton, I believe it's called the Clifton LP120, forget me if I'm wrong, I know it's a Clifton 120 keyboard, actually has songs that people are going to love. And even a mate called Sea Giant is also taking the step too. And a lot of those keyboards now include reverb. So that's all I have to say about these cheap knockoff keyboards. So my advice is to you is when you're in the market for a keyboard, look carefully, because it may be a keyboard you'll end up going to hate. I know I certainly hate the Rock Jam RJ761. Not just because of what it is, it's because it's not even accessible to people like me. And wow. And in fact, if you go on Rock Jam's website, as far as I know, your computer is going to end up playing up. Because there's no way of getting to the website. And the RJ761 in particular is an absolutely awful keyboard. The manual is written in Chinese, so that doesn't help. I can't find an English version of the manual. And the display is poorly translated. And I've used Seeing AI to read the keyboard's display, and it does not look good. Compare this with all my other keyboards. Look at the display on this keyboard. It behaves more like an operating system than a keyboard. The PSR 8000 is an arranger keyboard. But I'm getting way ahead of myself. Fact is, don't buy from these cheap Chinese keyboard manufacturers. You're best off keeping away from them. Anyway, I hope that's taught you something useful. And especially since we're nearing Christmas, even though it's like 3 months away.
Stop recording button.
This is Jordan signing off saying have a good day everyone.